What it doing? How the hell are all of you? With yours truly, Petra. I'll back with another mother lover. You already know the deal. Grab your smoke, grab your drink, and lock in with your boy, because we back with another one. Now, this one is going to be an off-the-cuff episode. It's going to be, I got a little bit to say. So let's just stick it out with your boy. You already know what it is, man. So we got a lot of shit going on, man, with it, whether it's Biden, the vaccines, Afghanistan, the border. It is fucking wild. It is fucking wild, hands down. Now, one of the things that I started to think about is, what does the left expect? What does the vaccination Now, hear me out. What can anyone expect the unvaxxed to do? Bend over and comply and have everything stripped from them? You expect the unvaccinated people to have threats of CPS and take the children away type shit? You expect them to just accept those threats? You have people out here saying that the unvaxxed have no reason not to get the vaccine, except their only reason is they don't want to get it. We have Biden calling the unvaccinated names. You have his administration and himself making it sound as if the unvaccinated have done more damage than the Taliban. Attempting to force private businesses to mandate the vax or weekly testing, when the testing isn't free to anyone, damn sure it won't be. Having teachers demand that parents obey, making young children mask up when they are hardly affected. Teachers complaining about their lives being at risk, all while calling students names and belittling them for having an opposing view. We have a teacher in California that had an Antifa flag on his wall and told students that were uncomfortable with it that they were anti-fascist. It seems that they were fascists. It seems that the expectations for anyone that isn't on the bandwagon for the vaccine or masks is almost targeted and made out to be evil. And my question would be is, what is there really to gain by making millions of American lives miserable? What's the point? What's there to gain by making millions of Americans miserable? By telling them that you're going to take this away or that away or this away or that away. What's to gain? What's to be had? And I'm openly going to say it. I don't want to hear someone who said they got the jab to say they are on the sides of those who haven't, especially if they were forced. Because you have a choice. You have a choice to not get it. You have a choice to stand up for what you believe in. If you choose not to, you choose not to. But you can't say, oh, I'm still on your side, when you did the one thing that divides so many at this time. And for damn near a year, we heard the left say they didn't want the jab because Trump was the one that was making it. Trump was the one that was pushing for it. Trump this, Trump that. We're not going to get it. We're not. Unless our experts get to see it. I mean, we had Biden during the race say that he wouldn't mandate the vaccine. Jen Psaki said that it isn't the Fed's job to mandate. And then the minute they get the chance, they want to start going to the Department of Labor and this, that, the other to try to get it mandated and pushed through. Now, Biden made it clear that he was going to shut down any opposing governors who tried to fight back, and he's made it clear that he's going to. And DeSantis and a few others have made it very clear they are ready for the fight. Now, there are a lot of dumbass people out there that will openly push that COVID isn't a real thing, and again, they're stupid. If you are pushing that, you are a fucking idiot. It is a very real thing, but I don't believe it's as frightening as some would make it out to be. People that push that on the left, people that also push something, I think is just as, people also push something that I think is just as stupid, and that's to say that the left and the right are of the same bird. Maybe at one point in time they definitely were. And there's still definitely people on both sides that are only in it for the taxpayer money and the power and the title. That's it. I don't give a fuck about the people. But there's a lot of people in there right now that are not of the same bird. Perfect comparison. Jim Jordan, Tom Cotton, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Madison Cawthorn, Lauren Boebert. You got AOC, Ilhan Omar, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer. They all can't stand these motherfucking each other on each side. But yet they're supposed to be of the same bird. I don't see the wings on two birds fighting or trying to go separate ways when the bird's flying. See, people try and say politicians are all the same because if they weren't, they would be killed. That's what somebody tried to say. I didn't really want to hear when he tried to say that, but that's what he was trying to push. The best way to say it is, if that's like saying Trump, that's like trying to say Trump and Nancy Pelosi got along behind the scenes when we all know that they didn't. And if they didn't get along, that one of them would have somehow died, which is again a crazy ass narrative to push. And the thing that throws me just massively is when the vaccinated only see things via their position and refuse to see it any other way, which they believe they're entitled to. You're entitled to your opinion, but you're not entitled to force it on me. And then to hear them turn around and try to say that the unvaccinated are the problem it's a major issue with me. When those who get the vaccine can still get sick, can still pass it on, it seems they forget that. It seems that they forget that they're putting their sickness in their bodies, the same sickness they acted like that was the end of the humankind. And that's what I'm saying. You go out and you get the vaccine. You do get a lot. Everybody I've talked to, everybody that I know that got the vaccine has said they were sick the day after, this, that, the other, right? Some had no minor problems, some had horrible problems. It's toss-up. But you still put COVID in your body just like when you get the flu shot. You put it in your body so your body can fight against it. But you can still pass it on. And I know there's people, well, it's very, very small chance if everybody would just get the vaccine. What about all the variants? What about all the variants that will be started because of these vaccines? Plenty of people are talking about this right now. Definitely recommend you look into it. But it's crazy to think that these are the same people that last year were saying that COVID was the end of humankind. It was going to fucking kill grandma if you didn't wear a mask, if you didn't do this, that, the other thing. And then, 18 months ago, they were using this as scare tactics. They were having Karens yell at anyone who didn't feel the fucking same in the convenience store. And now those same Karens are empowered by the mandates, and the radical left has jammed up everyone's rear end. That's literally if you're still now trying to wear a mask. It's crazy. And this is even more crazy. The CDC said that unvaccinated people are 11 times more likely to die from COVID-19, and I believe that's a risk a lot of motherfuckers are willing to take. You also have a 1 in 104 chances of, 1 in 104 chances of being a violent crime in Minneapolis right now. Statistics are just statistics. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it could happen. You could also get struck by lightning, get hit by a car, catch a stray bullet, have a heart attack, have an aneurysm, fall off a curb. Plenty of random shit could happen. But I guess we're all going to just be afraid, right? Now, United Airlines told the employees that they would be placed on indefinite unpaid leave if they refused to get the COVID vaccine for religious reasons. At United, it's essentially a vaccination or termination. And that's just one place. That's a major place. Given the desired statistics, we no longer can allow unvaccinated people to back into the workplace until we better understand how they might interact with our customers and their vaccinated coworkers. United said on the decision whether to accept an employee's religious objection or vaccination would be made on a case-by-case basis. But they're letting you know it's not going to matter. You're going to be on unpaid leave if you try to play with that religious shit. That's what they said in the beginning. United Airlines told employees that they would be placed on indefinite unpaid leave if they refused to get a COVID vaccine for religious reasons. See? And then this is crazy to me, man. This is why it's crazy about the vaccine. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki dismissed a question from Fox News' Peter Doocy on why American businesses with 100 or more employees are required to vaccinate workers, but migrants at the southern border are not required to vaccinate. Our objective is to get as many people vaccinated as humanly possible, Psaki told Ducey when asked why illegal immigrants are not being vaccinated by American workers. But American workers will be forced to under President Biden's mandate. The president announced yesterday there was an effort to empower businesses to give businesses the tools to protect their workers. That's exactly what we did. Ducey then pressed again, saying vaccines are required for people at businesses with more than 100 people. Why is it not a requirement for illegal aliens at the border? Why? Psaki said that's correct. About 30% of migrants held at the federal detention facilities are refusing to be vaccinated, and they have the option to refuse. But you're not giving Americans the option to refuse. You're going to go after the Department of Labor. You're going to go after this, that, and the motherfucking other. And you're going to expect everybody to just be accepting of it. That is such bullshit. Such bullshit. Such a double fucking standard and such fucking hypocrisy. You wonder why motherfuckers get mad, and you wonder why they talk about a civil motherfucking war. At some point, you're going to push the sleeping bear too damn much, and they going to roar at your ass. It's fucking insane. This is wild. It ain't okay. It's not all right, and yet they all expect us to take it and just handle it the way they see fit. Fuck that mess. Stand on your beliefs. Stand for what you believe in. And if you want to get the vaccine because your job's going to force you, I guess I can understand why. But I don't have to back that, and I'm not playing that motherfucking game. There's plenty of jobs out here that will hire you and pay you just as motherfucking pretty. I pray for everybody, and I pray that everybody that doesn't want it isn't forced to get it and can find some way around it. And I know it's no charity. Know what it is. Stay blessed, stay blessed, stay safe. And try to duck these motherfuckers as much and as fast as you can. Because they not stopping.